Oh my gosh, man. Welcome back to another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence, Kenny, and Phil. Neil was on another PTO day. He'll definitely be back next week.
Yeah, it was over the Aaron Donald Twitter thing, so we'll see how that goes.
Man, listen, how y'all living? How y'all feeling right now, man? What's going on?
Feeling real shiesty. Like a quarterback in Cincinnati.
Oh, man.
It's real cold in here.
Said it's real cold?
A little Joe.
So a little Trae Young action.
What about you, Phil? How you living?
Hey, we're doing good. Pretty solid weekend for sports involving football. We had to bring the shades out because we're cool on this side of the pillow, so we had to show up in some shades.
Hey, listen, if you just tuning in, man, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. We're gonna be breaking down the divisional round tonight. Talking about the all pro teams, and then kind of a preview of the AFC and NFC Championship. We got the teams. A lot of people predicted this earlier on in the season, that these teams would kind of be there. I believe, aren't they both 1-2? Are they both 1-2 or no?
No, 1-3. I think Bengals are 3.
Yeah, Bengals are 3, but the whatchamacallit, the Niners and Eagles are 1-2.
1-2,
yeah.
okay.
So 1-3 and 1-2.
All right, so you got the top dogs
Could have
here,
been
but
1-2 if you look into that.
Hey, listen, I'm feeling good, man. Got to spend time with the fellas last weekend, which was nice, so
Got to celebrate Kenny, so hey, shout out to Kenny.
Yeah, listen, happy birthday to Kenny too, man. We appreciate him. Not only, I was gonna say, I appreciate him not only as my best friend, but everything he does for the pod. And he's getting old.
I'm old now. I got gray hair and stuff and everything. It's crazy. So.
He's a Chris Brown enthusiast.
You got the New Balances yet?
Oh yeah, bro. I got the 3 gray. Look at that. This shit is gray, bro. Like, what is this?
It's life.
Oh man, he said it's life. It's life. But listen, man. Let's get right into it. We'll go to the first game, man. That was, I feel like,
bump that. Talk about the game that we want to talk about. just rip the Band-Aid up. What are we waiting?
Like he's stubborn at his age. He wants to get right to the point.
Right to the point. All right, man. Hey, listen.
Right?
Listen. Bengals, Bills. For me personally, I felt like it was expected. My thing is, I picked the Bills because I felt like everything was in their favor to win this game. They got the home field. They got the emotions running. Everything. Everything was pointing in their way. But obviously, the shit did not go the way they expected. I feel like as watching the game, the better team won. The team, I feel like they have a better roster also.
The top dogs.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like they got a better roster.
Something that I'm known for saying after the great Dennis Green. They are who we thought they were.
Cue the graphic. No.
Who are they? Who are they, bro?
They're a good team, but they're not Super Bowl favorites. That's all. I was confused on the early season coronation of them. Like, I mean, they easily could have won this game. They're not a bad team, but like the fact that everyone treated it as like a foregone conclusion that they automatically won this game, like people just forgot that Cincinnati exists and is a good football team. Like, I think like if they were playing Jacksonville this week, wholeheartedly I would have been on board with like, yeah, you should be saying that Buffalo's going to win this game. But they acted like Cincinnati were some bums or something. Like that's where I get confused. Like you were playing a great team, and it showed. Cincinnati went up 14-0. It was only the first quarter. I knew the game was over.
Yeah,
I knew it was over.
The mojo wasn't there. We're gonna be flat out honest. Josh Allen played terrible. He played bad.
Well,
the whole offense
I'm not sure he played terrible.
But listen,
he didn't play good, but terrible I think is a stretch. But I do want to say,
Yep.
a lot of people, not even just Bills fans, this is just people in general, are, oh, Leslie Frazier, he's got to go. You watch what he did on defense, he got carved up. That is true, but keep that same energy for the fact that Josh Allen only scored 10 points on offense.
Hey, Brian Dable made a difference, I guess.
Or let me correct myself. I felt like for the magnitude of the game and the expectation
I'll give you that.
of pretty much who he is and what he's done in previous games, that we expected him to go out there and go bonkers, and he just looked like he wasn't in it. It looked like just the Bengals wanted him more. That's a classic game of two teams that go out, and you can see one team that really wants it more. And you can see it's kind of a tug of war, and they're grabbing more rope, and the Bills didn't get no footing. Plain and simple, no footing at all.
It could have been worse, because I'm going to ask you guys this. This is a genuine question I've been asking people. The Jamar Chase touchdown, no touchdown. Now, I understand they say you have to complete the process to catch the ground. Okay, cool. But does that count if you get 4 feet in bounds? Because doesn't that mean you made a football move? It's a genuine question. Because Chase caught it, 1 foot, 2 foot in, 3 foot in, even got a 4th foot in, and it fell to the ground. So at what point is the play blown dead? That's where I was confused. I mean, it didn't end up mattering, but I'm genuinely wondering what constitutes a football move now. If getting the 3rd and 4th step in isn't a football move.
I wish we knew.
But that's a genuine question for anybody that can help, because it's not, again, if he just had 1 foot, 2 foot, and was falling after the 2nd foot, I would understand that he was completing the process of the catch, but it took 4 steps.
Yeah, I completely go ahead. My fault, Phil. Go ahead.
I was thinking I think a similar play happened in the Eagles and Patriots Super Bowl, I believe. I believe one of the Eagles receivers made the same move, and it was called a touchdown. Yeah, and I believe it was called a touchdown. So.
Because he made the 3rd step. So that's where I got confused. So, again, I think it's just a matter of the NFL really doesn't know. So they no matter what argument you make, like, everyone has a point, because you can point to an example like, no, Chase's play wasn't a touchdown. Well, Boston Scott's play was a touchdown. So there's no clear-cut answer.
Right. I found it to be interesting. And we were texting as the game was going on, and I'm just like, that's another check mark for them, of them, like, it coming back. The script writers, we make a joke about the script writers. I feel like there's times in the game where, like, it's momentum. Even that where they, what was it, the one where they forced a field goal? Was it that?
That was it. Yeah, because
wasn't there another one though earlier on?
No, that one happened right before halftime.
Okay. So yeah, like, you force a field goal, you keep the game within striking distance.
It was 17-7 going in a half.
Right.
And then the Bills came out and I think they drove down and scored a field goal, so it was 17-10. And I was like, here we go.
Joker meme. No, I mean, just for the Bills, just in general, I think the offense needs a lot of work, because, Diggs is by himself out there. Occasional game, Gabe Davis wasn't there. Isaiah McKenzie, not there. If you had to sign 30-something-year-old Cole Beasley, vaccination poppy, it's not a good sign for your offense looking forward. And they had to sign I think they traded for Naheem Hines. So even though the run game still wasn't very existent in the game, so just they need a lot more work than just like trying to fix it with small bandages. So the offense, if they want to be taken seriously, they need to beef up that offense.
Josh Allen once again led the team in carries and yards. I was
just gonna say that. I've been saying this on the pod, always and forever. Shout out to the running backs. If your top rusher is your quarterback, and you're not Lamar Jackson,
even then,
even then, we already saw he the leader rusher, and they still could lose. 8 rushes for 26 yards. Devin Singletary 6 for 24. James Cook 5 for 13. So this is a 3-possession game, and for the most of the game it was 2.
I mean, and at one point it was 1.
It was 1. So you only rush.
Well,
this is why they really lost to me. This is my opinion. 34 rushes to 19 rushes.
Well, everyone is ready to throw Leslie Frazier under the bus, even Sean McDermott, the head coach, But we got to talk about Ken Dorsey too. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? 3rd and 2 with the game on the line, and you calling a shot play? What are you doing, bro? Like, what is even at that point? I would have been okay if you ran a QB power. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, there was. I don't know. Like I said, I felt like just the expression, the energy off of Josh Allen. He looked like he was just there. It didn't look like he was recognizing that it was a playoff game, and he didn't get the ball to his number one receiver.
No. So 35 yards.
35 yards.
Also, can we point out
10 targets?
Can we point out? I feel like I heard a lot that this Bills pass rush was beefed up. Now, granted, they lost Von Miller.
Von Miller, yeah.
But when they lost Von Miller, they kept telling me it was okay because we have Ed Oliver, we have Rousseau, we have Boogie Basham, we have Epinesa. Like, you know, and they're not wrong. They had guys, they had dudes. But correct me if I'm wrong. Coming into this week, wasn't all the talk about how bad this Bengals offensive line was,
and they lost people on the line as well.
That's what I'm saying. So it was this line is going to be bad, and it's going to be a long day for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was sacked once.
Yes, indeed. Yes, he was.
They're playing like all pros out there. Crazy.
So, and now that I've gotten that off of me, we're talking about the Bills. So now I think it's time to flip and say how great this Bengals team is. Because if you're all week, everyone's talking about this one's pretty much over because you have no O-line. You're playing in Buffalo. Like, okay. Oh, yeah, watch this. You allow 1 sack. Joe Burrow had a day. Joe Mixon goes for over 100 yards.
And a TD, I believe.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Hayden Hurst goes for nearly 60 yards in a TD. Your defense is getting after it. I mean, you allowed Eli Apple to be able to talk shit. Like, that's never a good thing, but he was able to do it. Interception. I mean, like, this Cincy team, like, don't look now. Kansas City, watch out.
We did. We were sitting in after that game went down. We watching the confetti come down, and we all sat in Kenny's living room. It's like it's gonna be hard as hell to get to another one, and here they are. They got maybe they are. Listen, maybe they are the real deal.
I think they're plus one. I think Kansas City's +1 right now. I'm betting on it. So
no, yeah. Right now it's even. Vegas is like y'all pick what y'all want.
Then it went up to Kansas City minus or +2.5.
Yeah,
keep an eye on Mahomes' ankle.
It's at Bengals -1. So I'm man enough to admit I was 150% wrong about Cincy. Heading into the year, I thought they might not even make the playoffs. I thought last year was a one-off. They're torching.
They have not lost since Halloween.
Yeah, I was just about to say they went
have
out.
Not lost
what they went out? Was it 8 games?
Well, Halloween was in October.
I think it was 9 or 10. I know it's probably +10 or at 10 right now.
The last time they lost was on Halloween, on a Thursday night game. We don't know anything can happen on a Thursday night game.
And another thing, as far as this game goes, man, it's just I feel like the Bills I don't know what the mojo of the locker room was, but they, like I said, they just looked like they was out there. And the Bengals just wanted it that much more.
It's 10.
10? Yeah. They're torching. Kind of say they're the best team of football right now.
Yeah, it's hard to not say it.
At 10 games.
Can we also just go back to this was maybe a month ago at this point when the Bengals started getting hot. I told you guys this off the podcast. I'm pretty sure I said it on the podcast too. The conversation has always been Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen. I think it's fairly obvious that the conversation is it's Pat Mahomes, but then the next quarterback is not Josh Allen. The next quarterback is Joe Burrow.
But this right now they get to play again.
4 times. It's 4 times this year.
This will be 5th time overall, right?
No, 4th.
Fourth. So if he goes and beats him again for the bowl to go to the bowl again,
2020.
What are we saying Joe Burrow the best in the league going next year?
Let me tell you something. I'm not saying it, but I will entertain your conversation if you want to say it. I don't believe it, but I will be willing to entertain your conversation. If you want to have the conversation with me and say you think Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes, I won't even sit down and have that conversation with you.
It's very interesting. Because I think if he keeps, I think if they keep, they say quarterback, the quarter winning's not a quarterback stat and all that shit, but they
blame the quarterback when they lost.
Yeah, and then they'll use it to advantage eventually against Pat Mahomes if he keeps losing to Joe Burrow and them. But I think it's gonna be. I think it's interesting. I think it's real interesting.
Yep.
This game didn't go as I expected. I expected, but like I said, I expected Buffalo to show a little more. Maybe their spirits ain't right from what happened earlier in the season. Well, was about a month ago now.
Yeah.
But shit, man.
Hey. Listen, I know something. Me and Phil, we don't know everything, but we know something because what did we bet on Sunday morning, Phil?
Bengals San Fran money line.
Hello.
Hey.
It's a great bet.
We knew San Fran was going to hit. That was a guarantee because, Dallas. But, the toss-up was the Bengals and Bills. But I guess not.
I feel like Phil just gave us a great transition, Lawrence. I don't know about you.
For what?
Speaking of that game.
For San Fran, Dallas. So we all knew
San Fran and Dallas. Frauds in the first degree.
Well, I would say are Dallas frauds if we didn't expect much from them, to be honest?
Well, see, I mean, I don't expect much from them every year, but all you hear from everybody, fans,
it's our year.
Don't look now. This might be the year Dallas can do it.
Yeah. My thing is, if Dak plays better, they win the game.
That's what I'm
saying. If he plays just a little bit better, he went
just play mediocre.
Brock didn't even throw 30 passes in the game. He threw 20. He threw 29, but it's like at the edge of it.
Right.
He passed for 214. Dak threw 2 interceptions. That I feel like that's the difference in the game. If you can protect the football, which he's known for doing, and obviously I don't know if it's is it Kellen Moore? I don't know if he's putting them in dicey situations where he has to throw a ball to a certain guy because that's the top read or not. But if he was the old Dak and just protected the ball, be a little bit more of a game manager, they win that game.
But this is Dak Prescott. Because last week everyone was screaming he's top 5. Look at him. He won it at Tampa. He did this. But this is why I said you don't pay Dak Prescott elite quarterback money because he's not. One week he does look great like he's top 5. The next week he looks like he's Brock Purdy. Well, actually worse than Brock Purdy. I don't get it.
5 missing games and he's still interception leader? Ooh, very tough.
Because it's a combination of two. Your defense stopping him, sure. But if Dak makes one more play, then they win the game. That's what we're saying is he needed to make one play, and he couldn't make one play.
Right, 19-12 isn't like the worst score for Dallas. It could have been a lot worse. But, it's just Mike McCarthy might have to go. Might be toodaloo.
No, I would say this. Tuesday. Everybody knows 49ers defense is good. They're great. You look back at those turnovers that happen, and they're stupid turnovers. One, the receiver stops running, and then the corner, I think it's Lenore, he gets a pick, freebie, and then there's another one where Dak is just literally I don't know what he's looking at in year 7. He throws a pick right to Fred Warner. So it's like those obviously your defense is great, but they're fixable. It's not like it's a 50-50 ball and then you guys are picking it off. I would say great defense at that point. It's just bonehead mistakes by Dak.
Yeah, it's just that's the point of we're not if Brock Purdy made those mistakes Dak made, you'd say this is where the young. It makes sense. He's young. No, Dak, you're on your second contract. It's one of the richest contracts in the league. That's when it doesn't matter what defense you're playing at that point. You have to win the game. That is why we pay you money. If Patrick Mahomes makes a Super Bowl and they have to play against San Fran, because it's Patrick Mahomes and he's getting paid this money, I don't care that it's San Fran's defense. Pat, go out there and make a play. If you don't, I'm going to be on the podcast on Wednesday talking about how you didn't make a play. It's simple.
That's true. Very, very true.
I'm saying from the San Fran end, hey, it was probably Brock's toughest test. He didn't. I don't think he threw a pick, but I don't think he threw a touchdown either. So I mean,
He didn't.
Mistake-free football. He did what he had to do. He let the playmakers make plays, and that was the game plan pretty much. And they did well. I mean, they did pretty well. 19-12, 1 touchdown score. Tough game.
Shanahan protecting his quarterback.
Genius.
Keep it simple. Don't get cute.
Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. That's what he does.
Just like people saying we got no shot playing the Eagles. Nah, that's not true. That must be just Eagles fans.
Did he transition us? But before he gets into that,
yeah, he said. Did he? Are we even? I was just say the Chiefs, Jags.
Yeah, no, we'll get to it after. Yeah, because I want to pull this up quick. Because the more we talk about stats, it's going to be easier to people to figure out who's who.
You about to bring up a slide?
Yeah. All right.
Let me change this over. There you go.
Weekend quarterback play. Blind resume again.
Another one.
So I threw these out here. You guys feel free to I feel like I kind of ordered them in the right order. Like, that feels like that's probably the best performance. That one's right there. You know, like. Right?
So I'm guessing.
So right, like when you say this is probably an accurate order, if not close to it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like,
so
you could probably flip flop a little bit.
Right. So
like maybe this one can go here. Like that might be the only thing I'd say, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
We've got a game.
So who do we think the best quarterback this week was? The 273 2 DB.
I'm gonna go with who was that?
Remember, these are total yards.
Total yards.
That has to be Burrow, isn't it?
No, that's
Phil, you'd be correct.
Oh, this is Joe Burrow. Okay.
Joe Shiesty, baby.
Brr.
Your second quarterback. See, this is why I said Josh Allen's game actually wasn't terrible. Because he put up nearly 300 total yards. He had the touchdown. He did this, but he only scored 10 points. But it wasn't terrible. I'm not going to go out and say it was terrible. Now, the 243, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Hurts? Maybe? No, not Hurts. He didn't throw a touchdown.
Must be Hurts. Nope, it's not. Trevor Lawrence.
Sunshine.
222 total yards, no TDs, no turnovers. We kind of gave that away. We just talked about Purdy, how he didn't have any touchdowns.
That's Purdy, yeah.
Or John Harbaugh.
So now we're looking.
That's got to be.
Surely Jalen Hurts has to be here, right?
No?
Right? Like, it's got to be Jalen Hurts, right? Because he could not have got outperformed by Patrick Mahomes and even play a whole quarter. What? He did.
God damn.
And so then this one's got to be him because it's got more yards. Oh, but he's got 2 interceptions, so that's got to be that. Wait a minute.
God damn.
So you're telling me that Jalen Hurts may have been one of the worst 2 quarterbacks in football this weekend, and we're just ready to crown the Eagles the NFC champions?
Hey, no.
I'm just saying. Granted, they totally dominated.
He said 90 of them Allen yards was garbage time in the fourth.
100%.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Right, but I'm just not saying he played terrible. He didn't play great, but he didn't play garbage. God awful.
Did Jalen Hurts have to do much against the Giants?
That was what I was going to get at but I wanted to show this before we got into our talk about the game, because I always said no one has given San Fran a chance, and I guess I'm just wondering why. Because
I don't know.
I mean, they absolutely annihilated the Giants. Like, wasn't even a competitive football game. But I don't know. I feel like Hurts put up 188 total yards. Did he have to do anything more than that? No. But is he going to be able to get away with doing that this week? I don't think so.
Hey, I guess that's tough deep.
I think it's gonna be really really good. The game just from top to bottom. He said we are not the Giants. For sure, you're not. You got more talent than the Giants. Listen, the thing about the Giants is, listen to me, right? They have phenomenal coaching and they get put in great situations, but they have minimal talent. If they have more talent, they'd be able to compete a little bit more. But they're literally Daniel Jones. Like, he's getting the perfect call in, and he's throwing the ball to who should be getting the ball. He's not forcing it anywhere, anything like that. So that's why the Giants were successful this season. It wasn't even about who they have on their team. Defense will keep you in the game. Listen, it's gonna be a tall test. I'm gonna say this about the Eagles and the 49ers game. Y'all DB's a suspect. Y'all gonna have to guard up. That's what I feel like is the weakest link. The front seven is great. I think it's gonna come down to the DBs. Obviously, you got Ufunga that played lights out this season. He's on the All-Pro team. But I think it's gonna come down to the DBs, the corners.
AJ and Devontae.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day for them. So we're gonna see.
Right. But this is where I say, like, with the, like, again, I get it was 38-7, so there was not much they had to do.
Yeah.
But they only completed 16 passes.
Yeah. And
Like,
if you complete 16 passes against the 49ers, you're going home.
And because my thing is, do we think that Kenneth Gainwell and Miles Sanders are going to combine for 200 rushing yards against San Fran's defense?
No.
Well, I will say this. I think it's definitely gonna be a trench war, but yes, I'm not. I will be very surprised if it's 200 on the ground by them. I feel like that's gonna be crazy.
That is all that I'm saying. Yeah. And have we had to ask these Jalen Hurts to win a game with his arm yet? Have we?
Yeah, I haven't. You gotta comb the games a little bit. You gotta comb the games a little bit more. Key to beat the Niners to stop the line. If you checkmate Bosa, you can throw in there. Yeah, that's
great in theory. Tell me someone who's ever checkmated Bosa. What did Mike Tyson say? It all sounds good because you can punch in the fucking mouth. That's what
Purdy being able to throw in the second. Yeah, that's
true.
That's
if you
very
can stop
true
one
too.
of the best pass rushers in the league, you can win. Yeah.
Well, execution.
Lane can keep. It's gonna be war. It's gonna be a war out there. This is the perfect. I would say this is a perfect football game for both sides. Like, what the Eagles do well, and then what the 49ers do well on defense is gonna be very interesting to watch, because I feel like they got a lot of speed. You got Greenlaw, and you got Warner. They're gonna be running around with Hurts. I think it's gonna be tough. Yeah, Lane Johnson, one of the best linemen in the past since he got in the league. That's hands down.
He is.
Yeah.
But do you think he completely takes Bosa out of the game?
No, you can't take the pass rushers out of the game.
And that's my point. Like, he says you have to checkmate Bosa.
You have to.
Bosa's still going to get his. He said you have to checkmate. You know what checkmate
Well, no, he
means?
said the key. No, he's not saying that's going to happen. He's saying that's the key to doing it.
Right. That's the key to doing it. If you ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
I don't care who you have there. It's just not going to.
Yes, tough boy.
You're going to slow him down because you have Lane Johnson, but Nick Bosa's not going to just not exist.
On average, how many plays on the offensive side? What is it, 70, 80 maybe? It all depends. It's up there, but
you're going to need a double team
to lock somebody up, another grown man, an all-pro for 70 plays that's going to be tough.
It's going to be Bosa's toughest.
You're not going to have a good time.
Exactly, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, Bosa is still going to get his.
But yeah, I think Lane, Mulata, they're all gonna be up for the challenge. I think
that's a fact.
It's perfect. It's gonna be fireworks out there. We're gonna get to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I struggle to see that they're gonna get 200 rushing yards.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Hurts goes out there, I got respect for him.
That's a fact.
I like him as a player, but if he goes out there and does this,
if he goes out there and lights them up. Yes.
Yeah, I got definitely respect.
Exactly. I'll come back on here and I'm saying, okay, he did, but he shut me up. But I wonder, can he win them the game with his arm? That's what we have to see.
Yeah, because that's what it's gonna have to be, because
we just saw last week with Dak. They said, okay, beat me, Dak, and Dak couldn't do it.
Lights are too bright.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm legitimately saying I don't know.
Running down his leg.
I haven't seen it yet.
This dude.
Not really an athlete. No.
Not really an athlete.
He was playing like Davis out there. It's crazy.
Oh man. But Eagles 49ers is gonna be electric. It's gonna be really, really electric. 3:00 is the game, Eastern, Fox.
All on Sunday.
Yeah, all on Sunday. It's going down. If you want to go to the game, the link is charging $4.70 right now, lowest price. Go ahead.
Oof.
The spread right now is Philly 2.5, and then the over under is 46. What y'all gonna do? What y'all betting?
Player props.
Player props.
That's a fact.
under all running backs.
Ooh.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, like even. Well, here's the thing: you never know which one is gonna go. So really, your safest bet is like to take the over on them at like 35 yards because you figure they're probably all gonna get that, but that's about it.
Hey,
And Elijah Mitchell's back healthy.
That's what I'm saying. Like CMC, you might not get to 55, not because he's not capable, but because Elijah Mitchell might just have the high hand.
If they both get 10 to 12 plus touches, bro, it's gonna be a long game.
Probably AJ and Goddard yards might be pretty decent for. That's what I'm thinking of right now.
AJ's about to eat. AJ's about to eat. It's,
also, Kittle. It's possible he could eat as well.
That's what they brought him. That's what they brought him for. They brought him to Philly for these games right here.
Yep, Devontae Smith he's not the number one like AJ, so get some pressure off him, make some plays as well. Definitely capable. And Goddard, you have three opportunities to throw the ball.
Another great
if they throw it.
That's what I was saying.
I just don't see it getting to a shootout because a shootout indicates that both defense allowed a lot of points. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, somebody, man, this is.
You know what I mean? Like I don't see the Niners allowing a lot of points, and I don't see the Eagles allowing a lot of points. I think it's going to be a close game.
It's going to be 2-0.
Yeah, they're going to definitely need more than 19. That is a whole fact. It's going to be.
I can see it being like 24-21. I don't know which way yet, but I can see it being that way.
Definitely going to be a one possession game.
I don't constitute that as a blowout or as a shootout.
Was it high 30s probably then? Like 30s,
and you got Robbie too. Robbie gonna definitely make a
automatic,
icy kick.
Yes, definitely gonna be one possession game.
A man ain't missed a kick in his whole career in the playoffs. Insane.
Automatic. He's reverse Brett Maher.
That's
He said, that's the real money Maher right there.
Oh man, that's too funny. Listen,
last game we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, as a Kansas City futures bet holder, I am frightened. What is up with the ankle? What's going on?
Apparently he's walking it just fine during his last interview, so, hopefully.
Yeah, you know how much they probably shot him up with as soon as he went back behind the doors?
Yep.
I mean...
He hurting right now.
You ain't playing right now. Right, you ain't playing Jacksonville this week, so you ain't gonna be able to get away with doing those little cute things you did to keep him comfortable.
Yeah, we got Trey Henderson coming at you.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the game first, I guess. But I mean, I thought it was pretty impressive what Chad Henne did when he came in that one drive. Like, cool.
Yeah,
I think he got a Kittle touchdown too.
Yeah, but I mean,
27-20. He did what he had to. Andy Reid was aggressive, didn't fold, and try to run the ball. So,
yeah, Henne threw the ball 7 times at 5 completions, touchdown. Like, I mean, it was against Jacksonville again. Like I said, if he has to do it against Cincy,
Cal's proven that he's the best in the league. Still,
that's a fact. Yep.
Yeah.
What he had? 13 catches.
14 for 98.
14 for 98. That's
and 2 tutties.
Yeah, the DC need to be fired.
His receptions usually set like at 6.5 and shit. That's crazy. 14.
The Jags are historically bad against tight ends, so you just knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Bad.
Feast.
Yeah, I mean, Brett's side, pretty competitive game with Mahomes being injured for the Jaguars. Good future. They just got to, get the right pieces in place. And Calvin really comes back next year. Hey, another weapon for Trevor Lawrence.
That's right. Come back and do great, so they re-sign you, and that pick becomes a second-round pick.
Fingers crossed. But
we all need. mean, Pacheco is obviously he's emerging. CEH was last week. They initiated him from the IR, so he's good. I mean, he's not what everyone thought he was, but it's a change of pace back. You'll have Pacheco, McKinnon, and him. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rotation.
And it's gonna be all hands on deck for them this week because if Mahomes ain't 100%, which Mahomes is not 100%, he can lie to me all he wants. Andy Reid can lie to me all they want. I've watched you lose to the Bengals 3 times when Mahomes is 100%.
Shout out to the nil. But he definitely gonna have a tape cast on his foot. He's gonna be spatted up. That'll let you. To be honest, that'll let you know how bad it hurts. I think.
Right. How thick that tape is.
Yeah. Either it's gonna be under the cleat. If it's over, oh yeah, boy, it's hurting. If it's over the cleat, it's definitely hurting. Cause that's the sign right there. But listen, shout out to Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne.
Speaking of Travis Etienne, where was he in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. He probably.
Phil, I got to teach you how things work. When teams are down multiple possessions, they don't run the ball anymore.
Yeah.
No, I mean even like pass catching.
But Has
he's one of your best
We're
players.
we're not going to check the ball, Phil. We are down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. What do I gain from throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage or handing the ball off when I could throw the ball 4 yards down the field?
What'd you need from him?
8 rushing and receiving yards. A whole quarter and a half gone.
Oh, that's tough. He had a couple catches.
Right. I was thinking, at least some screens out there. I'm not saying set the whole game plan around him. At least, some screens to set up a big play, maybe.
He'd be all right.
It's the fourth quarter. All the plays that set things up have already
He said, did you say pain?
Yeah. Even the third quarter, he wasn't, half the third quarter, but.
Something happened. Didn't he tweet after?
He said, I don't know.
They were down 20. They were down 20-10, bro. We're not running the ball anymore.
Yeah, he's more known for running.
I mean, he was in a good running game too.
I think he should
average 6 yards per carry.
I think he should be involved in the pass game a little bit more, but he's heavily running. He's touching the ball 20 something times a game. So, and it was a Hasty's in there on the third down situations anyway. Yeah, it's been like that all season.
And when I gave out all that money to Christian Kirk and Zay Jones, I ain't throwing the ball to Travis.
Yeah, that's on God.
I gave too much money.
Yeah, but hey.
Owner probably made the call. Fuck this. I reset the market with Kirk. I don't care. We ain't throwing our running backs.
When you oversign somebody on Madden Connected Franchise,
yep,
you gotta see it through. Nobody, the trading bar is red.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Maybe another run pick will work. Maybe another run pick.
Oh man.
I don't need these next year. They can have them. But hey, pretty good games over the weekend though. I mean, I felt like that was all good. Obviously the Giants. Nice Eagles and Giants game. Yeah,
the Giants. Yeah, that one was. I thought they would go out there and try to put something together. They just look. You could just tell the talent gap is just. It was too showing. So
right.
They ain't the Vikings. Eagles definitely not the Vikings.
Frauds.
You like that? Like that?
Someone said Daniel Jones is going to be paid Kirk Cousins after this year.
Shit. Kirk Cousins be getting 1 year $30 million contracts. That's what he got this year, I think, doesn't he? He did like a 1 year deal for like 30.
All I know is the show's fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's only like 80-something million though.
Yeah.
Like his fully guaranteed deal is worth less than some people's not fully guaranteed deals.
All right. Before we preview and everything, we'll go through the All Pro team really quick. All Pro, we only did the first team. Second team, we ain't doing that because it's basically the Philadelphia Eagles. It's everybody.
They had 11, didn't they? 11?
It's everybody. I don't know. That was Pro Bowl, I think.
Oh, the Pro Bowl.
But I didn't look at. I looked at the second team and it was like all Eagles on there. I was like, I'm not doing this shit. So we did first. I'm gonna put up the graphics here. We'll start with the offensive skills, man.
So we got future league MVP, future two-time MVP, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Jacobs,
Bias. No.
Fruits, Travis Kelce, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, it's a solid offense right there.
That's right.
Madden Ultimate Team.
Yep. No complaints there.
Offensive line: Trent Williams, Lane Johnson, Joe Bitonio, Zach Martin, Jace Kelce. Only thing that I object to, as a Falcons fan, bias or not, the highest rated player in the NFL this year was right guard Caleb McGarry from the Atlanta Falcons. But
talk to him.
We don't care.
I just give out numbers. That's all I'm saying.
And then on the flip side, the opposite of the trenches, we got these guys.
Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons, Chris Jones, Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams had a hell of a season.
Right.
Hell of a season.
Agreed.
The Jets too. And then we got
did anyone see Micah Parsons throw the San Fran offensive lineman like a rag doll?
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Wow.
Grown man strength, man.
Like, wow.
Grown man strength.
He tossed up like a tire.
Yeah. Defensive players, we got Minka, Sauce, Patrick Surtain, Hufunga, I'm not even trying to say it. Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and Matt Milano.
Matt Milano had a hell of a season. I think he was up there for leading tackles with. Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was close at one point, but Lil Khan was playing like a madman this season.
Gardner.
He killed this season. And then for special teams, shout out to the special teams guys, man.
Daniel
Shout out Marcus
Carson,
Jones.
Tommy Townsend, Keyshawn Nixon, Marcus Jones.
Shout out Marcus.
Jeremy Reeves, and Andrew DePaula.
Yeah. Marcus Jones killed this season too, Phil.
Absolutely. Against the Jets, that game-winning touchdown. Good memories. Wait, where's Nick Folk up, damn?
Nick, you with Nick Folk, man.
He's not good.
He's not bad though.
Didn't he get run out of
Tampa Bay?
the Jets?
Out of New York, yeah.
Out of Tampa Bay.
Off
as
the
well.
I'm talking
Run out of everywhere.
I remember the Jets. The Jets.
Because he's not good.
They was throwing shit at him, going into the tunnel, all types of shit. I remember he was horrific. Bill, I don't know. Bill might have cloned him. Put a new software update on him.
That's thick milk out there.
Hey. I'm pretty sure he's top 5 in someone's list, hopefully.
Yeah, yours.
Absolutely.
I was about to say yours.
Not you guys?
You're the biggest advocate for him, man.
First of all, I don't even rank kickers because
kickers matter.
Because Maher was one of the best kickers all year, and now he can't kick. So it's a pointless thing to rank.
He might have just got nervous.
I don't want to hear that.
The 49ers got in his head pregame.
You have one job. Imagine if a quarterback just forgot to throw the football.
Dak.
Well, you're right. We saw it. What happened?
Pick. You get a pick. You get a pick.
You get a pick. And you get a pick. All right, man. Shit. The seasons flew by. Season flew by. It's the AFC NFC Championship game. 49ers and Eagles. Bengals and Chiefs. I think, to be honest, this might be the best matchups we can get.
Final 4.
It don't get no better than this.
Hit the Drake music.
Hey, man. Listen, we're going to go to the pick'ems here. Let's get to the pick'ems.
What we going for first? 49ers, Eagles?
49ers, Eagles.
Ooh.
Kenny, who do you got? Who do you got, man? Talk to me.
When they traded for CMC, I said they were the best team in the NFC. When Jimmy G went down, I said, I don't know. I watched them destroy Tom Brady, and I said, I got to stick with it. They haven't done anything to prove me wrong yet. Could they lose this week? Yeah. But could they win? Absolutely. I'm going with Brock the Glock, baby.
What about you? What about you, Phil? Who you got, man?
Shit. You know what? I think we talked about it earlier. We need to see Jalen Hurts pass. I think this is the game where he proves it. Just the weapons he has in offense. I mean, the 49ers have offensive weapons as well, but I think we finally get to see Jalen Hurts, show off that passing ability. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and a plethora of running backs. So I think it's gonna be a one-score game, but Eagles by at least a field goal.
Well, that's usually how it goes.
Oh man.
Lawrence can change my mind the day after. Oh, I meant to say this one. Oh, I meant this one.
I'm conflicted.
Flip a coin.
I'm conflicted.
Do a random wheel generator.
I think this is me being honest. I think it can go either way. Mm-hmm. I think both teams got strengths that could overtake the others to make them be victorious in this game.
We know Neil pick.
But listen, I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I feel like this is, like I said earlier to Phil, like you get A.J. Brown for these games. You get him for these games.
He's there for a reason.
And he's gonna show. I feel like he's gonna show up big. They're gonna have an opportunity to win this game. So I'm gonna take the Eagles in this one. They're in the link. The link is gonna be jumping.
That's just gonna be electric.
Pretty sure that's Neil's pick as well, right? Because he doesn't want to pick San Fran.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be the Eagles. We're gonna say it for him.
Well, who knows though? Because you don't rock with Philly.
Yeah, that's true.
The lesser of two evils.
He's gonna say, "Could this game just blow up?"
It's tough. It's tough to admit that and say that.
It can be a tie.
I gotta hear all my boys that are gonna be going crazy if
we're gonna be here Super Bowl weekend.
But that's my honest opinion. I think I'm gonna give them the edge. I think they're really hungry. I think it's gonna be a feisty game on both sides. A.J. Brown's gonna make a difference, and then the home field too gives the tip of the iceberg for them. So that's why I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. I'm not sure about how much, but I wouldn't be scared to take the 2.5.
That would be
2.5 look nice. Look nice.
Oh, then they won by 2. They won by safety.
2.5 look nice. Here we go.
San Fran plus 2.5.
I'll take the San Fran minus 2.5.
I would say either or. Either or is I think it's
I look at it like this. If you're going to take a team money line, you may as well go minus 2.5.
Yeah,
because the odds of them not winning by a field goal are so much lower than them just not winning anyways.
Right.
Plus, if they win by 1 or 2, absolute heartbreaker. Then that move.
It's so much like, what are the odds? Like, if I'm going to pick San Fran to win, I'm going to say 2 or 3. What are the odds that they win by 1 or 2? You know how many things have to happen for that to happen. Like, it could happen, but they're just as likely to lose the game outright if they win by 1 or 2.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Bengals and Chiefs, man.
Ooh.
Bengals and Chiefs. We get this game 6:30 CBS. Do we know who's doing these games yet for commentating?
Yeah, their A teams are doing it. So Tony Romo is the CBS's A team.
For what? For the Chiefs?
So he does the CBS A game. And then the Greg Olsen is the A game for Fox.
So no Chris Collinsworth and the Chiefs? Oof, thank God.
Patrick Mahomes tied his shoe. Oh.
I like Tony Romo.
He threw it away.
I like Tony Romo, man. I like what he does when he's on there. He's not really biased. He's not really biased, I don't think.
No, I haven't seen him be too biased.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the announcers everyone says are biased. Let's just hear me out. If every fan base thinks they're biased, then they're probably not biased. Just saying.
That's true too.
Like,
or player. I think player wise, I think it's player. I think when it comes to the Tom Brady thing, but I don't think a particular team.
Yes, players. I'll give you that.
Oh yeah.
They definitely love them. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady.
When Tom Brady get out, oh my gosh. They lose the
a 2-yard check down. What a play!
Look at his arm mechanics. He got rid of the ball in 1.2 seconds.
His 14th check down in a row.
Did you see how he ran that pitch play to the running back?
Look at the form.
Oh, now here's a guy. Look at how he listened to his coach call that run play.
All right.
Look at the way he majestically walked onto the field.
Bengals Chiefs, man. Yet again, this is the 5th year.
Patrick Mahomes has been a starter for 5 years in his career. He's never started a playoff game not at home. He's been to the AFC Championship every year.
At this point, we might just call it Conference Championship Stadium.
Do you know what Nick Wright calls it?
What?
The Patrick Mahomes Invitational.
That's a good one. I like that.
Like everyone talks about him, always so biased, but like that is funny and true.
Yeah,
like since he's been a starter, they've been to every AFC Championship game and they've all been played.
It's pretty much LeBron at Eastern Conference Finals.
That's that.
Yeah,
listen,
right.
That's that. Come get this work.
New opponent.
That would be the coldest line at the beginning of the season when somebody wins and then like it's an upset. Like you gotta see me, right?
Right.
Even if you go through this whole season, you still got it. You gotta come. You gotta come to Arrowhead. You have to. History says the NFL doing the paperwork right now, man. But who y'all got for this game?
You know what? With what I've known so far, the Mahomes injury, until I know more, I gotta pick the Bengals because, like I said, we don't know what Patrick Mahomes' percentage of health is. It could be below 50, above 50, but as of right now, him going on one leg against the Jaguars scared me, but I don't think he'll have the same luck against Cincy because obviously different level of team. So I'm gonna go Cincy.
I'm going Cincy too, man. I said earlier, I don't know. It's hard to get back to that chip. It's hard to get back there. And here they are again. And they're hungrier. They know what it takes. They're steaming. They're steaming hot 10 games.
Eli Apple's going to be on Travis Kelce the whole game.
Hey, listen. People can argue about the Eli Apple. You can look up the numbers or whatever it is. He does enough. As a corner, he does enough. It may not be Jalen Ramsey and Jonathan Jones and all those other dudes that's super, super nice, that play coverage nonstop, but he does enough. And like, would you consider him one of the worst in the league?
Yes.
You consider him one of the worst?
Yeah. Name a receiver.
I feel like he's all right. I feel like he's all right.
What's his PFF grade? No.
But
PFF.
If you're building a Super Bowl team and you had to pick up every corner, how many do you have to get to before you even think of Eli Apple? Now, like obviously, if you say if you could say you have a number one, but like you can't like exclude them after because you only have one of them. Right. You can pick from a pool of number twos. How many number two corners do you have to go to before you even think of Eli Apple?
See, that's a good question. I don't know what the pool is.
Right,
obviously,
exactly.
If you're taking the bona fide ones on, and you can make an argument. Well, he fits on that team because Mike Hilton is in the slot and he tackles. He does all the things he has to.
Because and they have good safeties behind him. So it fits. So he can make all the mistakes that he makes. It's
exactly. But if you isolate him, we already saw what happens when you isolate him in New Orleans.
Cooper Kupp.
He's burnt toast.
Everybody's favorite receiver has highlight film against Eli.
He's Apple Crisp.
Yeah. I said this. Somebody said it on Twitter. They're complaining about him saying the Cancun on 3 thing, and then they were coming at him. He's a trash corner. I'm like, he's all right. He's an all right corner. Like he fits. I said the best thing, the perfect analogy.
That's just bad timing.
The perfect analogy for Eli Apple. Eli Apple is the guy that is behind the dogs. That's talking trash for the dogs. And the dogs never say nothing. They just let him go crazy because they know they got their due. Yeah. That's what Eli Apple is. He's not a frontline guy. He the dude behind that's gonna talk trash.
He's a dude when you go to the parties that talks crazy out the side of his neck. Everyone else will be like, "Oh man,
wait, hold me back. That's him. Hold me back."
He's NFL Pat Bev.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
That's a great analogy. That is a great analogy.
Because I was about to say he's more.
Because Pat Bev does a whole lot of talking for someone who never won.
I feel like, but I'm saying the in game stuff. He don't really be doing in game stuff.
Yeah, like, but if you look at the stats
on the field, because it's hard to do that in the NFL anyway, because you're gonna get flagged immediately. Yeah. If you do the extra pushing and all that. But hey, man, listen, who you got, Kenny?
I have zero choice but to pick the Chiefs. I made
Oh,
futures bet on them.
you're conflicted. You're conflicted.
I have no choice.
You're invested.
Hit the Kendrick Lamar line.
What's
I knew he was
the
conflicted.
what's the cash out right now?
121.
121 off of what? 50?
Yeah.
You staying?
Yeah, I'm staying. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not leaving. I gotta rewatch that shit again.
Stick
man.
to your guns, Kenny.
The thing that makes this like extremely tough.
Oh, thank you for stopping by, Dante.
You can't even hedge it though, because it's not the Super Bowl yet.
Yeah.
Like so, I could bet on the Bengals, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But like then, if the Bengals lose and the Chiefs win, I gotta hedge it again next week still too. You know, like
is it your wallet speaking or your heart speaking?
He don't know.
And my heart are attached.
He don't know. What's good? Yeah, what's good, Dante? We talked about the Eagles and the 49ers game a little bit earlier. You can do some playback. It was I think about 10, 15 minutes ago. Yeah. We talked about it quite a bit.
I would also like to state to Phil and Lawrence that Franz Wagner is banned. Do you hear me? Banned.
Thank you.
He banned from TV. What he got? 11?
He finished with 13. The game's over.
Oh, that's tough, bro. What was his shooting? What was his shooting percentage?
He shot 5 of 11, 1 of 3 from 3, and I watched him during the podcast take pass up an open shot again.
What was the point? What was the rebounds and assists?
He went 13. He had 23 PRA.
Okay,
that's your stat, Lawrence. That's your stat.
That's all right. Yeah, but his PRA is higher now because it's impossible to get it.
Want to go off against the Celtics, but I don't want to go off against anyone else.
Now go ahead, Kenny.
I had no choice but to go with them. I stated every reason on this podcast why it could go the Bengals' way, but when it comes to having to pick a winner, I have zero choice but to pick the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm going with the winner I already put down. Exactly.
Hey man, you gotta follow. You gotta invest in.
I just would like to point out that preseason last year I did pick the Super Bowl winner. I picked the Rams. So if the Chiefs win again, baby, call up Kenny before the season starts for your future bets. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I must say I tailored your futures pick, so hopefully I know I picked Bengals, but hopefully I'm wrong. Just in case.
Hey, listen, I'm really excited for these games. I'm
not. I'm scared.
Yeah, you definitely scared over there. Good luck.
Parlays will be made and stuff, and there'll be rituals made before the games.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to bet it because that's the biggest bet I have going. Like, there's my bet. I need to Kansas City.
Just bet straight player props. You don't have to bet the game result.
No, I don't even know if I want to do that.
Whoever's in here right now, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share it on YouTube or Facebook. Who do you guys got for the AFC, NFC Championship game? NFC Championship, we got the 49ers and the Eagles. They're in Philadelphia.
Philly.
Lincoln Financial Field. Who do you guys got? Comment in the comments. And then for the AFC Championship, we got the Bengals and Chiefs. And they're in Arrowhead. Yep. Or the Patrick Mahomes Invitational.
Even on the playback, comment what you got for predictions, even if you're rewatching this.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, we're gonna get up out of here. Nice smooth one tonight. The spread scared. That even spread that killed me. It's just at this point is just pick a winner.
Vegas has no clue if he's playing or not or what percentage he's at.
Right.
When Vegas don't know, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, that's true. That's very
they're
true.
making house calls.
So this tells you right now how Vegas is so thrown off. During the game last week, my cash out dropped to $100. Like, that's how convinced they were Patrick Mahomes was coming back. Then it jumped back up to 115. Then after the game, it went up to 148. Then it's been at 125. Now it's at 121. They've changed the cash out 5 times since Saturday.
Right.
God damn.
Vegas has no clue what to do.
No, they're making house calls to the doctor immediately. Just checking in.
House call to the doctors.
Right. Say, hey, do whatever you got to do to make him play this weekend. We need it.
Drew Holiday got it for 18.
Thank you, Drew.
Murray
I know Murray's close.
Murray has 14. He needs one more point. Please don't be a bum. He has done nothing all game.
Uh-oh.
But score.
Please don't be pro-am, DeJounte. Please don't.
Pro-am. All right, man. Listen, any final words, fellas? Any final words?
Hey, I mean, for me, I know you see the little name next to my name. 2 or 3 more weeks. NBA season is here. Let's go Celtics. Let's get it.
Hey, listen, come
Even though they
prepared,
lost to
man.
Magic and Heat.
I've been in the lab. I'm ready to talk NBA.
He said, "Yeah."
I'm ready.
You got a team officially?
I'm starting to know. You said teams.
You have a team officially?
A team?
Is it still the Thunder?
I used to love the Thunder, man. Before they come up, during, after all of that.
They're building back up.
I like the Thunder, but I don't know. Like
you must choose Memphis, to be honest.
I like individual players too. Like
Ja,
I like Ja. I like SGA. I like Franz. Who else? I like DeJounte. DeJounte's one of my favorite players. Darren Fox. I like watching a lot of the young guys. The young cats, they're doing their thing.
So shout out Shannon Sharp for the brawl last Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm glad because you know what? Shout out to Shannon Sharp though for getting on national TV on Monday and doing something his co-host didn't have the balls to do. Apologizing. Saying,
he apologized to a stylist.
I was wrong.
With him.
Yeah, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I mean,
he apologized to Dylan Brooks, etc., etc.
Yeah, shout out to him. There are not enough people that are willing to apologize.
That's very true. That's very true.
Right. He apologized and he almost fought in a $3,000 cardigan. That is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
The memes of that is hilarious. Super.
It's on the album covers.
It's in the rafters. His cardigan will be in the rafters.
They put what's the father from Good Times?
Oh yeah.
They put him out. They put his head on that, bro. I'm dead. I say, yo, they're tripping right now. Oh my gosh. But listen, man. Kenny, you got last words? Final words?
Yeah, I did. But one, I want to point out about.
Yep.
I'm not sure if everyone's been following Ed Reed with Bethune-Cookman.
Oh my goodness.
Losing the job.
Wild story right now.
I mean, just want to point out when everyone was bashing Dion for leaving Jackson State, HBCUs, but unfortunately, this is why, because it's not, there's not the structure there athletically for them, and they know that. They go there, they try to change things, doesn't work out. So Dion went there, helped turn things around, hey, get out of there. But you always don't know the full story of everything, so we got to stop, and we got to stop treating celebrities, athletes like they're this great hope and they're the savior. It shouldn't take Dion to save the HBCUs.
It's beyond broken.
It's
beyond broken. Yeah. So I was gonna say I've heard stories from people that I known either from traveling or whatever it is that I went there and they tell me different you went to PWI or whatever it is and this is what my experience at HBCUs and how it is and it a lot of stuff. I feel like it's good that this is happening though because you get they shed light on it. And hopefully they can get help to address it, but never know, man. Never know.
And Dante, of course, Kenny picked San Fran because a couple weeks ago, Kenny also was a future bet on Kansas City over San Francisco in the Super Bowl. So I need that too. Kenny picked the wallet over the heart.
He said, "I'm picking money over mine." Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, Dante, I got the Eagles, man.
I got the Eagles too. So, hey.
Y'all on the link. The link gonna be jumping. AJ, you signed AJ Brown for this reason. These games right here.
This is the last words.
Yeah.
My fellow wrestling nerds, the Royal Rumble is this Saturday. Be ready. Word. They don't got it on the sports books, unfortunately.
Nope, you're looking on the wrong website.
I used to love wrestling.
My bookie.
I used to love. You used to have the ring and all that shit.
I had everything. I used to be so into it. Then I got away from it. But then when I got older and when the NFL ends, NBA is not really in full swing yet, and you're waiting for March Madness. From now until April, is when wrestling really kicks in, and this is when
WrestleMania season.
Yeah, exactly. I watch every year for WrestleMania season, and this is the weekend it starts. So for us, adults that are children at heart, happy Royal Rumble.
Wait. Side note, going off of that, me and my co-host Elijah will be doing some stuff involving the Rumble, a preview video, and then a little watch party on Twitch on Saturday for it. So hey,
nice. Hey, listen, I don't know if I remember, I'll definitely try to watch. That shit used to be so good, man. And you got to remember too, at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
That's a fact. That's all it is.
It's only entertainment.
People used to bash about it being fake, but they gotta remember that it's literally
scripted.
It's like a TV show.
It's a soap opera with fighting.
Yeah.
And exactly. The only part that's actually fake about it is that it's scripted. They actually are getting punched in the face.
Yeah. A lot of I watched a documentary about like their injuries and shit. Injuries are very, very real there. Very real.
Yep. One of the top talents in like the developmental leagues just tore their ACL and Achilles. So
I don't know how Kenny can think a rookie quarterback who hasn't faced a defense as good as the Eagles yet, in cold weather in Philadelphia, the worst fans in the world's double burden him.
These are all true, and I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I think it's very close.
Listen, I want to say something before you say something, bro. Okay, so this goes out to our boy. I'm gonna say it here. This goes out similar to what Sean, but the things Sean does, right? I'm done. I'm tired of this. So at the end of the day, Kenny picked he gonna pick who he gonna pick. It is what it is. It's all opinion based. How you feel and how he feels, it is what it's gonna differ, and you go about it. But listen, I got the Eagles.
And let's not act like I got in here and said San Fran's going to run away with it.
They come in Philly to win. Having a hurt CMC and Mitchell and Debo hurt as well.
Debo.
We're going to listen. It's going. We're going to see. We're going to see.
Yep. Hey.
Because when the game jump off, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There ain't no more. Hold on, next week I need to heal up and.
Also, they will be playing at the regular fields, so
yeah,
be very interesting.
My thing is, man, my last words is everybody's got an opinion. Whatever's posted, it is what it is. Don't take it to heart. It's nothing personal.
Point is,
listen,
you know what my dad told me when I was a child?
Yeah, go ahead.
About opinions. They're like assholes. Everyone's got one.
I knew he does say that.
But listen, this is my thing too, is like, bro, we have this pod, right? And if I was as sensitive as some of y'all were on just a repost, I would have already started crying from what Kenny and Neil have done to me since we started this podcast.
Week 5. Oh.
Every day, it could be an NBA season, and somebody will make like a bad play. Damn, that's something New Orleans Saints would do. If I had the same sensitivity level as some of y'all, it would be bad for me. This pod would have been ended because it's just the way some of y'all react is beyond me, bro.
It's beyond.
I have to do a pod with them every week. They go at me every day in the group chat during the whole season. Like people you gotta toughen.
Don't get in the group chat.
You gotta toughen up as far as I don't know what people go through in their lives. It's sports talk. That's all it is.
Okay,
do not if it ever gets personal, you need to take a look in the mirror and figure it out. Cause it's crazy.
And the funny part is there's like 3 or 4 group chats just to talk shit in for us. I say 4.
Syracuse trying to get everybody on the NIL deal, bro. We got a millionaire dude tossing out $100 million deals to any 5-star that said Syracuse is in their top 25.
Oh,
insane!
Listen, Q's back to prominence.
They're trying to legit have a millionaire that's offering dudes $1 million, but he can't say it's to go to Syracuse. So he's saying, "I'll give you my NIL deal if you live in the Central New York region and appear at events in Syracuse, New York, while you're in college." Work around.
So the events are the games.
No. They have to actually go to charity events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he's saying you have to live in Central New York, so like you don't have to go to Syracuse.
I thought he meant events as playing in the
so
games.
you could go to Kentucky. I don't know how you can do it though, because you got to live in Syracuse.
Constant play. You're gonna burn through that million if you try to go somewhere else.
You got Warren Buffett money. Damn.
Hey, listen, man. But that's the last words from us. Make sure you guys comment on this video, like this video. Who y'all got for the AFC and NFC Championship game? Me and Phil got the Eagles. Kenny, you have the 49ers. So Kenny saying 49ers and Chiefs Super Bowl. And
Neil saying tie.
He's saying tie. I got Eagles. I got Eagles Bengals.
Same.
I think that one is gonna be really, really good.
Yep.
And I do think that is the most favorable for the Eagles. But that's just my opinion. I think it'd be favorable in that sense. I don't know. I think
if Mahomes is still hurt, I don't know. I'd rather face a hurt Mahomes than a healthy Bengals team.
Yeah, but if the I was about to say, if the Chiefs get past the Bengals and he's hurt, and he get time to heal, it's gonna be a tough game. That kid is super good too. Yeah, 2 weeks. You can go to Turkey and get a new ankle by that time.
But it's an A-Rod's doctor.
But man, we up out of here. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're gonna get some more guests on here in the next 2 weeks too to talk about the game, the Super Bowl when it does. Gonna figure out what happens. It's late Sunday night around 9-10 o'clock maybe. We'll figure out who.
10:30. We'll know.
Yeah, 10:30.
We'll know what the setting is, and then at that point we're gonna be transitioning into NBA. NBA is definitely heating up right now. They're at the midway point right now. I think
about
around 40 games.
Yeah, it's a little bit before the All-Star weekend, so it's about like a couple weeks before All-Star weekend.
Yep. So we got a lot to go. Phil's ready to go into his domain. So it's gonna be real fun. We appreciate y'all. IBTE Sports Podcast is up out of here. Peace.